right, welcome y'all. This is the February office party, as you can see on my refrigerator, the office hours for February 2026. I'm Ilise Benun. There were two things that seemed to really stand out from the boot camp, two ideas that I wanted to just bring back and talk a little bit more about today. One was a really simple phrase that I came up with, which is that it's not a pipe dream if you have a pipeline. That seemed to stick. And I think it's true. It's not a pipe dream if you have a pipeline. And that is really true. And our focus this year is on your pipeline, because I realized that the people from last year who did the best were the ones with a pipeline. So a pipeline is a list of people who, as I said at the boot camp, can either hire you, refer you, or open a door for you. All right. So those are the people in your pipeline. Some know you, some don't know you yet. And that's why we do the outreach. But the other idea that people seem to love, and I love too, and so I'm going to be talking more about this, was the idea of compounding. So I just wanted to just refresh your memories about what I meant when I talked about compounding. Now, you may think of compounding as something that happens in the financial realm, right? When your money earns money over time. And that means that you don't just grow what you put in, you grow the growth. And that is a beautiful thing when it comes to money, of course. But the more I think about it, the more I realized that compounding applies to marketing too. That each small marketing action you take makes the next one easier and more effective. And each one essentially reinforces all the actions that came before it. So everything compounds when it comes to marketing, but only if you keep doing it. Your actions compound, your network compounds. And I mean this especially when it comes to LinkedIn, because on LinkedIn, every new person that you connect with gives you access to their network. So it's almost exponential. It's kind of amazing. And I do think that even trust compounds and it deepens with time, but only if you keep it up. So I'm thinking that compounding is actually the antidote to feast or famine. So if you are struggling with feast or famine, then I want you to think more intentionally, more seriously about how you can make your efforts compound. All you need is a plan made up of things you will actually do, and hopefully the simplest marketing plan, targeted outreach, high quality content marketing, strategic networking. I want you to memorize those three things. Those are the three things I want you to do, not just one. I want you to do them all with a focus on a particular market, because that is what works. This idea of compounding, then I distilled the simplest marketing plan into another three things, which is something you do daily, something you do weekly, something you do monthly. If you're doing something daily, something weekly, something monthly, that will be enough. But you have to do it on a regular basis, right? So you really have to give it its time and its chance. So one thing a day, and my recommendation is daily outreach and or commenting. Weekly could be posting somewhere where your people are. Most people are on LinkedIn, especially when it comes to offering services or people buying services, but they may not be. They may be on Instagram. They may be on Facebook. That is for you to decide. But weekly, I want you to post something somewhere. And then monthly basically means it could be an accumulation of all the things you're doing on a weekly basis. Then can you aggregate some of that into a monthly micro newsletter? Because I want it to be short and small and not be a big thing in your head that you never end up doing. Because as I do like to say, marketing works when you do it, and it's not a pipe dream if you have a pipeline. That's going to be my new mantra. So we will see you next month, if not before. Bye, y'all.